Buongiorno amigos and welcome back to True Remembrance. So, last episode I forgot to save. I'm an idiot if you didn't know yet. And so while skipping forward, I skipped like the last two sentences. So I'm going to read them out now, like in the protocol here. How long have I been asleep? I'm hearing things. Weird things. I open my eyes. I prick up my ears. These sounds, they're coming from the front door. And now up the stairs. Okay, how can I get back? Oh, that is how I get back. This is scary. I can feel it. I'm bunching up the blankets. I can't help it. Somebody's breaking in. I think Ilya is breaking actually out. Oh, but you hear someone entering. Well, then maybe someone is breaking in. And entering. The sounds track up the stairs, and then they disappear. I jump out of the sofa. Sure, I was scared before, but now it's gone. I'm more worried about upstairs, because Ilya's up there. And I don't care who the intruder is. He's not going to lay a finger on her. I won't let him. So I throw off the blanket and start running toward the stairs. Then something grabs me, holds me tight, traps me. Ah! I scream without thinking. A hand comes out of nowhere, clamps my mouth shut. I'm frozen, in terror. Is this the end? La, quiet now, he whispers, close to my ears. All my strength leaves me, right then. I feel dizzy. My knees are weak, like I'm going to flop on the floor. That passes. Now I'm annoyed, very annoyed. Why did he have to scare me like that? And gag me? Yes? Alright, sorry. He lets me go. Finally. I take a deep breath. I turn to him, but his eyes are but his eyes are elsewhere. He's looking out the window, intently. What could it be? Curtains are still drawn. No, wait. There's something red. Red light. Why, that is... a fire? The house, is it on fire? Got to put it out. Wait, Ilya's still upstairs. Black Iris, someone went up there, I heard. La, get a grip on yourself. Black Iris whispers. He's calm. Too calm. So calm it's maddening. And he's motioning for me to be quiet. But how? How does he expect me to do that? But I heard something. Just now. There's someone upstairs. Someone bad. We have to get Ilya out of there. She'll be fine. But... Oh, did like the secret police or something came for Ilya? Did they find out she's not actually allowed to be here? Oh man, that would suck. Well, that's a turn of events I didn't see coming. Black Iris stares at me for a second. Then he turns and looks out the window once more. It's snowing. The fire begins to die as we watch. I'm sure it's nothing. Come on, let's go back to sleep now. Nothing? That's impossible. So you say Ilya's in no danger. Fine, I believe you. But there's still that fire. Got to put it out. Black Iris sighs, warily, and finally he nods. Out the back door, into a world of snow. Okay, maybe it's no secret police or something. But it's still strange. Colder than I thought. Snow is fierce. Wind is even more fierce. Here's the blaze. Or where it was. Only thin smoke and silent ash now. The thick strewn snow has seen to that. Oh, wait, let's get closer. There's something else. Something pretty. And colorful. Scraps of pastel-colored papers. Neat handwriting. Just starting to burn. My arms and legs move by themselves. Now I'm at the burn site. Scooping back snow. Frantic. Quenching what fire remains. I comb through the sludge. Even more frantic. But it's too late. Just blackened scraps. Nothing more. So who burned your diary? Well, I guess it's your diary, but what else is it supposed to be? I can hear Black Iris behind me, telling me to go back inside, telling me to go back to bed, But I can't do that, because there's something here. Something I have to do. I gather up the burnt paper, every scrap. I cradle them, close to me, and finally I stand. So I assume Black Iris burned this because La is not supposed to be triggered after she is healed. Hence, she can't keep the diary. That would make sense, I guess. So many envelopes, so many pretty colors, each one a letter, from a pen pal named yesterday. What? So is it not her diary? Or are these letters by Ilya's father or something? Huh. I'm not too sure what is going on. If you take this gate and just keep going straight, you'll be able to leave this town. It's morning now. Black Iris has finished with Ilya. Now we've brought her to 8th Street Gate. All those who have undergone the memory side protocol to completion leave town from here. Ilya just nods. She looks so blank, like she's walking in dreams. Or nightmares. She almost looks hypnotized. That is what happens to treated Dolor patients. So he actually treated her. Wow. Wow. Oh well. For better or for worse, I guess. I'm told that it won't last. It'll be gone by the time she walks out the gate. She'll go back to her life, without any psychic corrosion to weigh her down. Farewell, Ilya. Does she hear me? Is she ignoring me? I'll never know. But I have to say it. She's not even looking my way. But that's okay. We exchanged goodbyes a while ago. Before her memories died. The inspection officer at the gate asks Ilya for her papers. She hands them over. Rook was true to his word. He got them to us by the first light. I will still wonder about these envelopes and stuff like that. So it was definitely by Ilya. I mean, anything else would make no sense in the context. But still, like... Huh? Were these envelopes, these letters of her father or something? I guess of her father. Were they mentioned? Or did I completely forget? I don't know. Everything seems to be in order. Look, there he goes. He's opening the gate for her. Ilya walks out the gate, out of town, out of our lives. The gate closes, quickly, before she even disappears. The officer has seen to that. Shall we head home? I nod, without a word. It's early morning here. The shops are still closed. It's quieter than ever. It's whiter than ever. We walk past two women. One of them is stumbling about, with a bland look, the same one that Ilya was wearing when I last saw her. So, she must be leaving as well. Makes sense. I've been told that most memory sites choose to discharge the patients at dawn. I stop for a bit, watching the two figures, until they disappear into the snow. Feeling down? You know the answer to that already, don't you? I begin walking again, faster, so I can catch up with him. Our breaths paint frosty shadows across the morning sun. About Ilya. You think she'll find happiness? Perhaps she will. Black Iris? Sorry. You're bad at lying. Perhaps I am. I'm still carrying those letters inside my coat, and I'm hugging them with all I've got, even though they're all charred. But when I hug them, I can feel them burning. Burning with her anger. Burning with her regret. Burning with her self-blame. None of these letters had ever been read. They were still sealed when they were consigned to the blaze. By Ilya. It has to be. Since every single one, is addressed to her. Okay, so I didn't forget it. So it was new information. How many hands made this letter? At least two. One writes beautifully, neatly, carefully. Another writes plainly, artlessly, simply. And in the return address area, they intertwine and intersect. Letters from Ilya's family. The family she wanted so much to forget. Tens and tens of letters. I'll never know. Maybe they were really mean. Maybe they really were cruel, just as Ilya claimed. Maybe times were tough. Maybe they were dirt poor. Maybe life was so hard that running away was the only way out. I'll never know. But this I do know. Her father isn't the person who ran away. She is. Well, I think it's fair to say that they both ran away, in one way or the other. No, directions joke. They actually ran away, one way or the other. That thing she was running away from. It wasn't her memories of her father, or of being poor. She was running from herself. And most likely, she'll pay for that someday. I'm really not sure that it's possible to run away from yourself. Not forever. Maybe. But I still hope that Ilya will find happiness after all. Black Iris smiles. That moment I finally see. His smile. The kindest smile in the world. Okay. Oh god, thank you. I thought this would... I kinda had the feeling the game would end here and would like we get no conclusion on the whole story, you know? So, is this now Black Iris? Or is this La? I'll just read normally. As soon as I found out who it is, you know, then I'll change the voice. The world is changing. The ground is shaking, and our lives are whirling. Everything we pray for and hold on to is turning upside down. The day is coming. We'll wake up only to find that everything we've known is a monstrous lie. When black is white and white is black, what color will my eyes then see? Seems like some kind of poem. Zero sum. Well, that's an interesting name in itself, I guess. I put down a piece, neatly snaring an off-white stone between two black ones. Then I reached out and flipped the trap piece so its black face was up. La grimaced. So it's either the cafe guy or Black Iris. Would be weird to have the cafe guy, like, have his own act, but we'll see. Your move, La? No, it's Black Iris, okay. There was a long pause, then she shook her head. Fair enough, she didn't have a valid move anyhow. So instead, I put down my last piece. The piece that would end the game. Probably. Of course, La kept glaring at me, even though the outcome of this game had become painfully obvious moves ago. And when I was done flipping pieces, almost all of the stones on the grid were black. Yeah, that doesn't look good for you. I mean, not that I'm an expert on Go, but this seems pretty doomed. That's all, folks. Upon hearing this, Rook looked over at the game board, and sighed. What? Did you lose yet again, La? Oh god, I kind of forgot Rook's voice. Was it kind of raspy? Not as badly as last time. Come to think of it, yeah, you're right. But wait, you are playing white. How come Black Iris got to make the last move, huh? A bunch of times. I had no move, so I had to pass. That's why. Whoa, man, that's harsh. Black Iris, aren't you being a mite, you know, extreme? A mitty, a mite, I don't know. Can't you take it easy on her for once? And if I did that, she'd just get upset, wouldn't she now? Dude, but it's your duty to make sure she doesn't notice, isn't it now? I'm not good at that kind of manipulation, and you know it. Yeah, right, whatever. Rook shrugged and gave me one of his, oh well, at least I tried looks. Then he noticed the glum expression on La's face and said, by the way, may I say that in that picture before, La's confusion looked really, really cute. Hey, keep your chin up, you hear? No shame in losing to him. See, there's no way of beating him fair and square. He plays dirty. Dirty, like a dirty old man. A dirty old man. Look who's talking. I glared at him as I poured the game pieces back in their case, but he merely shrugged, as if what I just had said had gone in one ear and out the other one. Rook, have you ever beaten him? Oh, of course I have. Around once every 5 times we play. Or less. Well, yeah, that sounds about right. I didn't like playing him much. First of all, his moves were impossible to read. He was just all over the place. Second of all, he just kept playing you until he finally won at least once. Okay. This one... Yeah, there are people like that. This was in sharp contrast to La, whose every move and every gesture was an open book. It kind of made me wonder, did a player's true personality emerge in the stones he sit down, in the patterns of his play? Then I quickly stopped myself. Because if that hypothesis was true, it made me a harsh, extreme, dirty old man. Right. Just what I wanted to be when I grew up. Anyway, tell me, are you free today? Both of ya? He asked, flashing us his most ingratiating, whatever the fuck that means, therefore his most evil smile. Ingratiating? I have actually no idea. No. Holy smokes, man, don't be that way. You look awfully free to me, if you get what I'm saying. Give me the straight dope, will ya? Huh? Don't think we have any plans. That's right, we have no plans. For instance, you really aren't planning on listening to your last scheme. I'd hoped this wouldn't cut him off, but Rook just grinned and nodded. And you've got nothing to worry about, bro. Not scheming at all. I swear. See, on 3rd Street... Look, I said I wasn't interested. This much was obvious. If we stuck around and listened to him, we were going to get stuck in yet another of his zany, wild goose chases. Right, the only way to dodge this bullet was to turn a deaf ear. 3rd Street. Speaking of which, La, have you ever been there? No. What kind of place is it? Well, see, it's got these huge houses. Massive. They call it Mansion Row. I swear, you feel all nice and bourgeois just walking down the road there. No joke. Nowhere against the bourgeoisie. All for the workers. Avanti o popolo, alla riscossa, a bandiera rossa. Okay. I'll stop. Nobody gets the political jokes here anyway. Oh, and if you probably get angry at me. I try not to talk about politics for obvious reasons. Bourgeois? Never mind that. Point is, it's a nice place. And you see, one of the houses on Mansion Row... That's quite enough of you. Didn't I already tell you? We're not interested in... Unfortunately, I noticed the look on La's face right then. Great. She was interested. Alright. I'd expected he would try to pull something like this. But had that foreknowledge helped me? I don't know. I mean, La was practically glowing with excitement and rapt attention. To be fair, her face looks just kinda tired right now. I shot my most sour glare at him. He, of course, just shrugged and grinned like the cat that ate the canary. As I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by Black Iris here. One of the houses is old, abandoned, and scheduled for demolition. It's gotta be some big eyesore, you know. They sent me an official request, wanted me to perform a preliminary inspection before the demolition team moved in. He went on, flashing us a dazzling, and therefore completely untrustworthy, smile. But I kinda sorta forgot about it, and the deadline is tomorrow. You what? How exactly did you manage to do that? Very carefully. Let's cut to the chase. How about it? Why don't you and La go check the place out? I promise, it will be fun. No. Just no. This is your job, not mine. You go do it yourself. Yeah, but I got another job to finish by then, and well, you know... I'd figured as much. No wonder he had forgotten all about this. And for that matter, exactly how many jobs was he working at once anyhow? Oh, come on. It'll be simple. From my lips to God's ears. There's nobody there. All you gotta do is walk in, take a look around, and walk out. Boom! All done. Besides, La wants to go. Right, La? What the hell, man? I was going to turn him down once and for all and leave the place as quickly as I could, but then I saw the look on La's face. It was so full of curiosity and hope that, well, what was I supposed to do? And isn't the duty of a guide to take his guest where she wants to go? Especially a cutie like this one. He said this softly, so that La wouldn't hear it, but this much was obvious. He knew her character almost as well as I did. Fine, I finally replied. My mouth felt like it was full of ashes. But you have to come clean too. What are you hiding? They didn't, after all, requisition a memory site to do an inspection of any sorts on any building, much less one that was going to be demolished, so there had to be some reason. Rook eventually wilted under my glare. First he turned away. Don't make me repeat myself. Alright, already. Just stop glaring at me like that, you hear? I hear stories about that house. Stories. God, just what had I gotten myself into this time? Ghost stories, to be exact. Makes you want to laugh, doesn't it? No, this makes me want to strangle you. You believe in ghosts? That seems very unlike you, Black Iris. We finished our lunch, left Aroma, headed for the station, and boarded the outbound trolley. La looked out the window with great interest. This was something new. Her hands and cheeks were so soft and white in the gentle afternoon light, and the shadows they cast on the opposite wall were equally soft. The light and shadow went on sketching an intricate pas de deux. Pas de deux. Un, deux, trois. No, deux is two. So there's no two, pas de deux? Okay, I don't know. Every time the trolley clickety-clacked on the trails. Or rails. God damn it, I can't read. We got off at the 3rd Street station. After getting our bearings, we walked along the main promenade of Mansion Row, taking the sights and sounds as we neared our final destination. For my part, all this made me remember why I didn't bother to come here often. Or at all. There was something about that high walls and the forbidding gates and the domineering stonework that gave me the chills, deep down inside. And at that point I was once more interrupted. I kinda have bad luck with true remembrance, it seems, with someone interrupting me. But I think the episode was long enough. I think we were already in the 20-minute mark or so. So I hope you're not too upset about the abrupt ending. So I thank you very much for watching. Come back for the next part. I'll try to put these out more often now again. And within as well. And I'll see you then. Bye bye.